active.
Hi guys, Blake here. Today we've got something a little bit different for you. Now before anyone starts, I'm still playing Eve every day. I'm still doing Eve videos, but I've also found this game and I'm really starting to enjoy it. And the reason I'm putting it on the channel is because I feel like it's got a lot in common with Eve, and I think a lot of Eve players might actually enjoy it. But anyway, the game's called Wurm Online. It's technically free to play in the same way Eve's free to play. Like you will end up spending some money on it if you get into it, but you can try it for free and see what you think of the game, which is always good. It's sort of a medieval MMO. It's very focused on sort of crafting, mining, farming, industry, all that kind of thing. You've got a lot of animal taming. It's also very similar to Ultima Online, if anyone ever played that. But have a little look at the video, see what you think, and yeah, that's it. Oh, yeah, just quickly before we go into the video, the recording capture on the first part of the video isn't great. It's nothing to do with the game, it's something about the way OBS was capturing it, but towards the end we kind of solved that problem. But yeah, guys, have a look at it, see what you think, and let me know in the comments. Okay, guys, so here we are. I've bought a plot of land, I've deeded it. I don't know enough about the game yet to say whether this is a good place or not, but I just really liked it. So we'll have a little tour around first. In fact, no, first we'll just go and have a little look at the... When you place it down, you get the settlement token. And if we have a look at the info, so we can see the size. It's 22 by 24. I don't know if that's a good size or not, but it felt okay for me. And we've got a guard. That'll keep us going until I can build a guard tower. I haven't really looked much at the permissions and stuff yet, so I'm just getting into the game. We'll have a little tour of what we've got. There's our spirit guard, so just quickly hanging about there. Now, my deed extends to part of this lake. So the idea is down here, we're going to make a nice little dock, get a little boat, and if you go, I don't really know if you can see my hand, but if you go past those hills, I believe there's another lake. So maybe there's potential to make some sort of canal or something in there. All the ground and things in this game is terraformable, so that sort of thing's possible. We've got plenty of trees. Up here somewhere we've got a mine. And again, this is all part of my deed, so we'll be able to build on it. Let's just go over here a bit and have a little look. So really new to this game, but up to now really enjoying it. So much you can do. I'm finding it just a nice happy chilled game. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see in the mine, to be honest. All I've done down here, I've started digging a mine because I wanted to find some iron. We found an iron vein there, and I just finished my forge before I started doing this video. All I did, I started out, picked a random direction, spent a couple of hours just making some basic tools, getting a feel for the crafting, and a couple of bits I wanted to bring with me. Went back to the town, and then just travelled, and I just kept walking basically till I found this. So my plan is somewhere around here, possibly where the tent is, I haven't decided yet. I want to clear all these trees, try and level some of this ground here, and this can be where the house is. I like the idea of having a nice deck. It's going to be overlooking the lake, and it's going to look gorgeous. I don't know what else we're going to include yet. Obviously we're going to need a place for growing food and keeping animals. I'll probably set up like a workshop size thing with eventually that's where I'll put the forge and things like that for crafting. Obviously we've got a lake, so we're gonna have to get a boat. I'm not 100% sure yet how I'm going to record this, because as much as I'm really enjoying this game, there's a lot of just doing the same thing over and over, and it's going to make for really boring viewing. So I'm probably just going to play it, and as I hit different landmarks, I'll jump in, do a little recording, and then just edit it all together and see how it comes across. I'll try and get the first one up pretty quickly, because if by any chance there's any experienced players watching me, then obviously their input's going to be great. And I'm hoping a lot of the Eve players are going to watch this as well, because although it sounds strange and doesn't look at it first, this has got an awful lot in common with Eve, believe it or not. You'll see that more as we start playing. A lot of it's down to how deep the systems are and things like that. Again, and I'm dating myself a little bit here, but if anyone's played Ultima Online, it's also very similar to that. If I go have a quick look through the character skills, which are here, all of these can be opened up. So you got soul, body, mind, soul. There's a religious system in here. Skills for all different weapons, all different elements of crafting, tailoring, masonry, and again they all break down. Smithing, cooking, nature. I'm not going to read them all out. There's all the different tools, and you can just see it goes on and on. Everything you do requires a skill. Unlike Eve, you progress by just doing. So you swing an axe, you get better with an axe. You swing an axe into a tree, you also improve your tree chopping skills. Same goes for masonry, mining, and everything else. As I say, up to now, it's a very slow game. Don't get me wrong, but I'm really enjoying it. I hope you guys will as well, to be honest. So I will probably stop the video here for now, and I'll come back when I've made a little bit of progress. I think the first thing to do is you're going to be make some proper tools to improve our tools, and we need to sort out my food situation as well, because right now I'm just living off scavenging sort of berries and stuff from the floor, which is fine. It keeps your food meter up, but it does very little for my nutrition. As you can see there again, there's everything is broken down into deeper and deeper detail. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'm gonna stop rambling now, and we will catch back up when we've done something. Okay, guys, and we're back. It's been a couple of days. I've done some work on the land. We've improved our skills a little bit. What we'll do is we'll have a quick tour first. So as you can see, I've spent a lot of time clearing loads and loads of trees. Obviously we need the wood, and I want to get the view from behind. Now this is the start of our house. It's nowhere near as grand as I was hoping for. It's a 1x1 shed. Based on skills and stuff, this is the best I can manage for now, but obviously we're going to improve on this. So this is the view I was going for. And I don't know what it is about this game. I'm not normally bothered about how things look in that as long as they work, but there's something about this game that makes me want to look really nice. So that's what we're going to do. Now, before I could build on this, I had to flatten this land. I'm not going to talk about this too much because I found it a really long, tedious, and frustrating process. And I suspect a lot of that is to do with the fact I just don't really understand the process yet. So I'm going to do a little bit of research into that before I start trying to talk about it, because any information I give you is probably going to be wrong. There's a cart we made. Anything you do in this game is going to create skill points for you. So nothing at the start is wasted action, really. You want to start getting your basic skills up. I did spend quite a bit of time improving some tools. So yeah, you do get starter tools, but they have some limitations. The first being they can't be improved, and as you repair them, they lose quality. So it's going to be important to make them. I'll just go through the process quickly with you, so you've got some idea of how you should do it. So there's our forge. Our UI back on. There's the forge. I've already lit it. If it wasn't lit, you would have to take a carving knife to a log or something to create some kindling. You would then activate your flint and steel, which is there. So you double click, and then when you right click, you'd have the option down here to light. Once you light it, you want to put a log in, burn a log or something in it. And then what's going to happen is the ore inside is going to start heating up. The tool you want to improve also needs to be hot. Sorry, it's not hot. It'll say glowing hot, I believe it is. If you look at the side of the item, let's just take the carving knife. You'll see there's a little ore symbol there. That means the next thing I do to improve it is I'm going to have to combine it with some hot ore. So hang on, let's wait till that finishes. It's almost like a little bit of a mini game, to be honest. It switches. At some point it'll say you need ore, then maybe you need a pelt to polish it, a hammer to knock out lumps, wheatstone to sharpen it, and you just go through the process. But what you'll find is you'll have to sort of build most of the base tools so you can use them to improve other tools. Okay, so my carving knife's now glowing from the heat. And we've got some ore lumps. So there's the quality of the ore. You want the quality of the ore to be above the quality of the item you're trying to improve. We drop that into the inventory. Doesn't seem to care that he's holding a red hot piece of iron. Same with the knife. And then we double click on the ore, it'll activate it. Don't we need to find our knife? There is a way to organise your inventory, but I don't know what it is yet. I really need to look into it because it's an absolute pain trying to find stuff when all I'm carrying is junk. It's dropped into its own thing. So now I right click on that, you'll see the option to improve. Look down in your events tab. Okay, and now we failed that. So the next thing you have to do, click repair, click improve again. I've already got this up reasonably high for my skills, so the closer you get to that sort of skill barrier, then the more times you're going to fail. Okay, there we successfully sharpened it. We successfully improved it, and the quality went up a bit. Now, if you look, it's telling us we need a different tool, which in this case, if you're not sure, you can just click on examine. Carving knife needs to be sharpened with a... Is that whetstone or wheatstone? I never know. I'm going to read that as whetstone going forward, but by all means correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, basically, so that's the process. What else? It may also ask you to temper it with water, so you need to make a bowl or some sort of container, fill it, and then you can temper it. Or I suspect you could just walk down to the lake as well, but I've not tried that, so can't guarantee it. But yeah, that's our little update, I think, guys. Hopefully next time I will have the house finished, the shed finished, and cleared a bit more of this land. I also need to try and level off a little bit of an area. I want to start getting a handle on farming, because I believe there are seasons in Wurm. And to be honest, food's been a little bit of a struggle. Just let me quickly show you this before we go. I'll have to pull this out because I'm in the way. You've got your health, stamina, etc. But this bar here is for your food and water. Water, dead easy, just grab it from the lake or whatever. Now, food, just as itself, you can get from just foraging. So you can find potatoes and things. You eat them, it will refill your food bar. But what it won't do is help your nutrition. I believe your nutrition needs to be over 50%, and then you start getting skill gains. So each action will generate a little bit more skill. So it's quite important to try and keep your nutrition as high as possible. To do that, you need to cook. So you're going to need a ready supply of fruits, veg, herbs, meat. So yeah, that's something else to keep going. But at the start, you don't have to worry too much. Just you can pick up potatoes and stuff from the ground just by right-clicking nature, forage, and then repeat for botanize as well. I'm not entirely sure what the difference is between the two. I suspect they give you different materials. Oh, I found the lettuce, so I could eat the lettuce. My hunger will go up if I would do it now because I'm a little bit hungry. So you'll see our hunger goes up, but our nutrition goes down, albeit slowly. But yeah, guys, I'm going to leave it there, and I'll get back to you when we've got a little bit more progress. Okay, guys, and we're back. Now, something a little bit unexpected's happened. As you can see, it turns out winter's arrived. Not sure what effect this has on the game, to be honest. I've just put some crops down and things which I'm a little bit concerned about. But we're going to give you a little update on what we've done. So, I couldn't live with the shed. The 1x1 shed just really wasn't what I planned for. So, we've rebuilt the house now. Can't have a little nose inside. I've only just finished this, so I've only just started decorating it, but so now it's quite cool. Everything, these are all different types of storage containers. Table, everything in Wurm, everything has to be crafted. So I had to build a table. So to build a table, you've got to build planks and things, and put it all together. Nice little oven. From what I can tell up to now, this just allows you to cook better quality food or make it slightly easier. It'll have some effect on skill checks. Can't remember if we've looked at the farm already, but it's certainly been expanded a touch. There it is. Now I'm a little bit concerned what it's going to say now. It's been snowing because literally I just logged on. I was on this morning just doing a few little bits and it was fine. And then I just logged on now to do this recording and there's snow everywhere. If I examine it, think it just says it needs raking. Okay, so maybe it's not too worried. While we're here, then I might as well just show you this. Let me just. Let me just find the rake. Sorry, it's distracted. So left again. So to tend to the field, you literally just activate your rake, right click and click farm. Now a problem I can see here is harvest is right beneath it, and if you harvest it too early you get nothing for it, so double check whenever you're doing that. They're all fine. There's nothing particular I'm trying to plant, to be honest. It's just I'm grinding skill as much as anything. So excuse me, pumpkins are found, which are quite a good source of food from what I can tell. You seem to get a nice boost from them. I think there's some cotton down, and it's just any seeds I can get basically. I'm just trying to grind skill a bit. As you can see, when you perform any action you get your little skill gains. So there I got my rake improved, but I should also get a farming increase. Let's see. The higher your skill gets, the more ticks you need to get a skill increase. So might just be my skill's gone up a little bit. Yep, there's the farming increase. Now the terraforming I was having so much problem with, I'll try and explain it so it made sense to me. So I'm stood on a flat tile now. Now if you look at the tile, the best way to describe it, I'd say, is don't think about it as a tile. Think about it as almost 4 smaller tiles, so each tile's got a corner. They've also got a border. So where I'm stood now, activate shovel first, you can see that says 10 slope up. So what you'd have to do, go to this corner, start digging. And then this should drop, and it'll say, well, I'll explain that in a second, it'll say 9 slope up. There. It now says 9 slope up. What you'll notice is that's based on the way the way your camera's facing. So if I get to the top, it's now saying it's 10 slope down. So then all you'd need to do, if I want to make this tile flat, I'd need to go here and dig 7 times, and this corner and dig 9 times. When you do that, you're going to get there. You might think it's a nuisance at first, keep it, put it somewhere, put it in a bulk storage bin or something, because when you start terraforming, it's really going to come in handy. I'll just show you the last few bits, and then I think I'll probably wrap this episode up and then put it out there and see what people think. Fingers crossed those recording problems have been solved now. It's not the game, it's something about the way OBS is capturing it. It made it look a bit more janky than it actually is. Okay, so this is another area I've just started trying to smooth out a bit. Quite a lot of work still left to do, but the idea is I'm going to have a nice big workshop here. So everything, the forge can obviously supply the workshop. I'm not too far from my house. I've got my farm going that side, and then I'm probably going to start building like maybe a little pier or something, because eventually I do want to link this lake over here with the other lake just over that hill. But yeah, guys, that's what I've achieved in my first, I don't know, 3 or 4 days maybe in Wurm. It's a slow game, there's no doubt about it. You're not speed leveling or anything like that. But I've really enjoyed it up to now. But yeah, just let us know what you think in the comments. If you want me to keep doing these videos, I'll do them. If no one's interested, then I'll just play it offline. But thanks for watching, guys. If you did like it, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next one.